Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone this morning, this great Saturday morning? Good morning again. I'm your girl, Dr. T, and I come on every Saturday morning, basically where we get to chop it up a little bit with coffee with Dr. T. I'm super excited to be on. I was not with you guys last week because, we had Easter egg hunt going on at my church, and, we had to get that ready for an amazing day that we had, right? We had an amazing day. For all of those that are watching that are my church family, welcome, welcome, welcome. For anyone that don't know who I am, I'm your girl, Dr. T, and every Saturday morning, I do my due diligence and come on and talk to you and chop it up with coffee with Dr. T. Why? Because I love coffee, y'all. I love coffee. I do have a cup a day. I went down on the amount of coffee that I drink. So again, we'll be talking about that maybe a little bit in the talk today. But what are we talking about? We are talking about health today. Um, I created Coffee with Dr. T because this was the time when my best friend and I, Saturday mornings, were busy moms, right? And it's like, we're married, life, work. I have my own practice. She's a supervisor at a hospital, so it's just so much. So Saturday mornings is a time for us to kind of get together, go over our week, talk about our days, and just to just mingle one another via the phone and now FaceTime. So, and I thought it would be a good way to bring myself, my world into this platform, because basically, probably about 5 years ago, I really want to do a quote unquote TV show that would basically cater to health and wellness, and also just being able to have a transformative moment with those that are um, on live or watching. So this is a moment where, hey, I can bring some stuff to you guys and kind of talk to you about inspirational stuff, health stuff, and just what's on my mind. And see if anybody else maybe has thought of that or has gone through that. And this is a place where we communicate with one another via these what we call the internet streets, right? Via Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube at Dr. TOD. You can subscribe there. I'm on Facebook. This is my personal page, but you can also go to Sustain Your Biz to Win. That is the life and business coaching practice that I established in 2020. So this is a way for us to chop it up. And don't forget, you got to have your coffee, your tea, or your juice. That is how we work. And one of these days when we are, a little bit more safe with pandemic, I'm loving to have a coffee with Dr. T moment at a venue somewhere. We can just chop it up off of coffee and, we just come and chit chat and talk. And there's some other things in the work in our shop. Let me put that on here. In our shop, we will be having an online store. So you can go over to www.logiceyecareinc.org. Your girl's been working. So there is going to be some other stuff in there related to some items related to coffee and things of that nature. So give me about another 30 days. I think everything will be up and running with that. So let's talk. So if you don't know, this year my thought process for this year, they tell you to figure out a word that you want to use for this year. And I kept toying over health. I kept toying over different things. And then hope came. And so hope is just something that, is so crucial in our lives, and I just think that people, gave up on hope, right? I just think people gave up on hope. And so I thought, it would be good to, talk about hope. And then, God downloaded, other ways that I can talk about hope. And so I figured out ways to talk about that. So H is going to be health. O is going to be opportunities or obedience. I know I talked about that. P is going to be about prosperity. Going to probably have somebody coming on next week. I will be doing probably one of my podcasts on making sure that you're doing well with your finances. So we'll have somebody on there. Look out for that. And then E is just encouragement. So each letter will definitely have some meaning to it as we move throughout the year with hope. And so I'm reminded with Hebrews 6:19, Hebrews 6:19, that we have this hope as an anchor for our soul, firm and secure. It enters the inner sanctuary behind the curtain, right? So God's unchangeable promise, thus by two unchangeable things in which it is impossible for God to lie. We have fled to take hold of the hope set before us. Many be strongly encouraged. We have hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. It enters in our inner sanctuary behind the curtain. And the scripture goes on to say a little bit more, where Jesus, our forerunner, has entered on our behalf. He has become the high priest forever in our lives, right? In our lives. So that is kind of the foundation of hope with Hebrews 6:19. Hebrews 6:19. So I told you guys I will be come January. I told y'all I will be switching it up, adding some scripture in. And so that is our scripture for the day, Hebrews 19, and that is actually the focus of hope, right? And so let's get started on health. I'm an optometrist, and a lot of times I do find myself talking to people about the importance of their health. Why? Because the eyes are the window to the soul. What did I just talk about? Right? The eyes are the windows to the soul. So when you think about it, a lot of times your eye care professional can be the one to kind of diagnose you with certain health issues. And I just am always talking about that. I don't think that people understand the importance of ocular health as it pertains to your whole body health, right? Your whole body health. So today we're going to talk about 7 ways of how you can improve on your health. And I want to say improve because I want to invite you to look at those 7 ways, right? I want to invite you to look at those 7 ways. And if you go up to the top, click on there, and I will send you out an exclusive offer that will, kind of hit in on some of those 7 ways, just a little downloadable piece of information that you can use as you move throughout your day and even out your year, right? Because you want to continue to use those tips. Okay. And you will find that there. All right. So go there. Once I get your email, I will send that to you and you will have that information. It's amazing. All right. It's this exclusive offer for 24 hours. So share this, like it, comment. It's about communication. So let's get started. So 7 ways, seven ways that we can discuss this. So the primary cause of some of the health problems, and even as we get older, is our immune system, right? And now that we're also in the midst of COVID-19 and other areas of our lives, even allergy season, right? We need to worry about that. This is coming in with allergy season as well. And so you want to make sure that you are doing things that's going to boost your immune system. And boosting is just basically making it a little stronger than maybe what it is, especially when we're going out our days and we're not eating right and we're moving and we're not sleeping. So those are some of the things we'll talk about. And so these are some of the ways that you can boost your system so that you can, ward off some of those illnesses. So while this is more common and more older people, even young people, so even your kids, right, can suffer from low immune system or immune system insufficiency. So your immune system keeps you basically alive, guys. Your immune system keeps us alive every day by fighting off diseases that cause bacteria, that comes from bacteria and viruses. Yeah. And it can also kill cancer cells. So why don't we go through some of these tips and we can be better for it. So I recommend some of these strategies to boost your immune system and to optimize your chances of long life. So one, eat a little healthier. I know that I was on this journey probably about, I don't even remember when I started. I want to say it's almost 4 years now. That eating healthier, right? Eating healthier. I cut out sugars. I don't put sugar in my coffee anymore. I rarely drink juice. I'll have a fruit, have an apple or an orange or fresh fruit. I will have that. So just eating healthier. I cut out bread, although I cheat, right? But it's not something that I have on a daily basis, right? So eating healthier, making a conscious mindset effort to eat healthy, because your body is consistently creating new cells. Did y'all know that? Your body is creating new cells. So that's a part of our immune system that is constantly creating new cells, right? And to provide those mechanisms that will build your immune system, basically almost like building blocks, right? To basically have a best immune system that you can have, right? So if you're not a fan of fruits and vegetables, you know what? Take some multivitamins each day. I'll have this in the packet for more information how to get this. But this is what I started also taking because it just helped me a lot. So I'm sharing this with you. It helped. I'm not sure if you can see it. It helped me a lot because all the vitamins were in one packet. And it had my AM vitamins, my PM vitamins. I didn't want to go through the thought process. So shifting my mindset of using other avenues of helping me to take my vitamin supplements, right? Exercise. Healthy body leads to a strong immune system. Okay. Science, number two, exercise. Scientists believe that a strong circulatory system can help support your immune system. So a healthy body weight, a normal blood pressure. I want to ask you, how many times, raise your hand, if you've gone to the eye doctor and they've taken your blood pressure? If they haven't, put thumbs down. If you go to the eye doctor and they don't take your blood pressure, I think you need to ask them why they don't take your blood pressure, and they need to start implementing that because it affects your eyes. I'm just saying. And this is a way for us to test, a little hint behind my madness, that whether or not you're actually taking your medication if you are diagnosed with high blood pressure. And it's like a little like, what, Dr. T, you're taking my blood pressure? I'm going to see, right? I'm going to see. The overall cardiovascular health, right, is another way. If you have high cholesterol, and that was another reason why I needed to, just being transparent. I did not want to take medication for cholesterol, so I needed to figure out a way. So my cholesterol, I'm controlling with diet. Okay, controlling with diet. So again, health, cardiovascular health minimizes stress on the body, right? And which can reduce likelihood of getting sick. So exercising, walking. I know that a good friend of mine from church gave me her Wii Fit. We're doing the Wii Fit. I'm doing like the boxing, and I'm the hula hoop championship person in my house with the Wii Fit. So yeah, so we have that. Right. So those are the things that kind of help to boost your immune system. Okay. And get this, relaxation. So if you saw any of my posts Thursday, I knew I needed to relax. I knew that my mind, I could not go through any other thing unless I relaxed. So relaxing is important. So stress is hard on every part of your body, including your immune system. You've probably noticed that you're more likely to get sick when you are stressed, Raise your hand if you truly believe that, if that's happened to you, like if you're stressed, you get a little cold or a sniffle, or your body is achy, so to minimize the amount of stress you're exposed to, find healthy ways of dealing with stress when you can avoid it. And I know a good friend of mine, I know I've showed it before. Here's my bear, right? A good friend of mine, Rana. She's a mindfulness coach, yoga instructor. And we had a girls' night. I can't wait till we get back to doing that again. And we had a girls' night, and it was just one of those things. And we held hands, and we were in a circle, and we just were breathing. How many times do we take our breath for granted? And even now, no malice here, but in the midst of COVID, where it's taking people's breath, right? And so breathing is also a form of relaxation. Breathing is also an exercise, you guys. You can take 5 minutes out of your day to just breathe, and breathing through your diaphragm and going up. And maybe I'll ask Rana to come on. Maybe we'll do a live on that to kind of talk over that, right? So if Rana, you're watching, hint, hint, I'm going to call you. So maybe that's a way for you to, learn how to breathe, to kind of get those juices flowing in your body, right? Okay. And then, number 4 is get plenty of vitamin C. Now, here's another one. I started using an Active C immune complex right here. And I love it. It comes in different things, but I love the packet because the other part that I'll probably talk about in one of these, can't give a hint, but I add it to my water. I am not a water drinker. Ugh. I don't know why, but I have to add stuff to my water in order to drink it. So I add that to my water. I'll, maybe some orange juices, orange slices I've add. Lemon you can add to your water, kind of boost your vitamin C with that. So now, vitamin C is complex. The biochemistry is complex. I really don't want to go through the biochemistry of it as a science geek and a doctor, right? But among other functions, vitamin C improves the structure of your skin. Another plug. This is why I created my own skincare line. So if you go down there, you'll see some of the things that have the vitamin C stuff for your eyelids, right? So that's just a shameless plug. So that keep out the pathogens, right? The structure of the skin keeps out the pathogens. So also accumulates in the immune cells and regenerates there for oxidative purposes, ability to transform, or the mechanism that will kill pathogens. So oxygenated blood, breathing, hint, hint. Vitamin C boosts the oxygenation and also the collagen structures of your skin. So those are some of the things that vitamin C can do. And so if you like oranges, if you like, lemons, other vegetables have vitamin C. So again, part of that, go into the link. I will have all that list for you, already done for you. And all you have to do is go to that link above, an exclusive offer for some of those things that I created for you. Okay. So these are some of the things. Number 5. So number 5, fasting. Fast. Okay. Fast. So before I say this, make sure you talk to your doctor. Before I go on with any more, make sure you talk to your primary care doctor before you do any of these things that related to adding vitamin C or fasting. Okay. Because you want to be sure that you're healthy enough to do that. And even exercising, right? So as we age, our stem cells tend to become a little dormant. So stem cells are those cells that produce cells. Stem cells are cells that produce cells. So the stem cells that support the immune system can be woken from dormancy by what? Fasting. Okay, so if you were in this Lenten season, like myself, when we had Ash Wednesday, that was the Lenten season, and I started a fast. So some studies suggest that 3 days without food is enough to trigger this effect. Now, I may not recommend this. However, I would definitely talk to your doctor about that. These are just some of the scientific studies. Fasting stimulates the body to remove older, damaged cells and stem cells to produce new cells. So rejuvenated cells, including those related to your immune system. And so there are also diets that successfully mimic, right, fasting sufficiently to show the same results. So search for, I'll put this in there also. So I'll put some diets in there. Search for fasting mimicking diets online. But I'll give you a hint at what I do. So one of the fasting things that's really easy to do is pick a time where you're not going to eat, and pick a time where you're going to have smaller meals in that time to eat. Right. So you don't want to gorge out, like if you're eating and then you want to like just gorge out. That defeats the purpose. What you want to do is, for example, I say for myself, the only thing that I'll do in the morning is probably have a cup of coffee, and then I will not eat breakfast or eat anything until after 11. And then I'll eat from 11 to probably be about 5. And then I don't eat anything after that. I'll most likely drink fluids or have something liquidy, right? My water, or even a smoothie or something like that. That has the fruits and everything in there if I didn't get that in the day, right? So those are some of the things that you can do related to fast. But anything that's taking out of food, you want to make sure that you seek your doctor's approval first. Don't do anything or any of these without talking with your doctor. I'm going to say that again. Don't do any of these without talking to your doctor. Okay. Number 6, avoid smoking. Who's a smoker here? I'm not, but who's a smoker? Raise your hand. So smoking has several negative effects. I can't tell you what they are. It's just stop. Okay. Just stop smoking. And that includes, okay, smoking is anything that also has the nicotine, your hookah, I know somebody might tell me my marijuana fans, but it's a smoke, you guys. It really is a smoke that does more of that. And then it affects your lungs. Remember I said about breathing, right? It affects your lungs. So those can decrease your immune system and suppress the inflammatory response, which is an important part of your immune system. So again, I know marijuana has some amazing effects, and medical stuff that's really, really important. So you want to just gauge that as well. Okay. And then sleep is the last one, you guys. Sleep is the last one. How many people are like going on no sleep? Like they're just moving and you're going to crash and burn, right? You're going to crash and burn. So not getting enough sleep is a great stress for the body. Okay. The science is quite clear. Again, the science is quite clear that 7 to 9 hours of sleep is optimal for the vast majority of adults. So if you don't have the time or at least 7 hours to sleep each night, it might be time to make some major changes in your life. So that was one of the things that people asked me, Doc, how do you do it? You're doing all of this stuff and you do it. Listen, I get my sleep in. A girl gets her sleep in, right? So I have to I cannot function without sleep. Just like I can't function without breakfast, I can't function without sleep. I am no good if I don't get any sleep. So I'm going to go back to vitamin C just a little bit. The other way of plenty of vitamin C, I'm putting in Christ. Having Christ in your life is so important as well. Having that moment or that spiritual time where you're communing with God, when you are talking with God, you're spending time with God. These are the times when you can relax, breathe, meditate, and even before you go to sleep. You see that? I added those in. That wasn't in. That was just a download right there. I didn't add that in, right? So those are the things that you can do to kind of, help you with your immune system. Okay. So you may not think about your immune system a lot. Who does? Nobody does, hardly, right? But it's working hard for you each and every day. It's something that God created. You don't even realize it's kind of working in there for you, right? And so if this is added value for you today, push V for value. If you have any questions about anything, go into the link above and we can talk and chat offline about that. You can message me as well. We can have a consultation about, some of those things. And then if you want to get any of the products related to the skincare, shameless plug, about the vitamin C, about boosting your collagen around your eyes, shameless plug into logiceyecareinc.org/shop. That is also there. And so you're exposed, listen to this, you guys, you're exposed to roughly 60,000 times, 60,000 types of germs each day. And I'm not a germaphobe, so trust me, I'm not even going to say that, but there are some people that are, right? But that type, that's types, not total, right? These are just types and not total. So even a clean environment. So I know everybody's like, when Corona came, right? And everybody's starting to clean, we didn't think about that. That wasn't even on our forefront to really start looking at the most touched things in our office, in our world, the most touched things that's constantly getting the germs, right? So I'm reminded of an experiment that my oldest daughter did, with the science fair. In middle school, and that was one of the things that she said. It was actually a Lysol commercial, for Lysol, and she was like, "Mommy, how do they know that Lysol kills 99% of the germs?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know, but let's do an experiment." So what we ended up doing was we compared. She did her science experiment. She won an award. We did her science experiment on the difference between Lysol and bleach. We followed the instructions. So hint, hint, anybody doing a science experiment with your kids, hit me up. I'll tell you how I did it. And then we did that as science experiment, and it came out that actually bleach killed more. However, Lysol was also true to what it said. So those two kind of worked, right? So you can use bleach or you can use Lysol. They both work, right? So we did that. So even in a clean setting, your body is exposed to millions of pathogens each day. So although we're cleaning, we're still being exposed. So I just want you to know that too. But it's good to still be in a clean environment, right? So giving your immune system some consideration can do wonders for your health. So if you haven't thought about your immune system, if you haven't figured out, what to do related to your immune system, it's time to start thinking about that. It's time to really start gauging, how you can improve not only on your health, your wellness, your life, your spirituality, your breath, what you eat, your exercise is starting to get, it's spring. I know everybody want to get back out on the beach and all that stuff. And if you've gotten your vaccines and everything, you want to get that bod right? So, how are you doing these things? So don't forget to go up on the click in there, and there's an exclusive offer in there. Everything is downloadable. So you'll be able to get that in there. Okay. So just click in there. And I will do there. You can also, for other information on health and wellness, is my blog at www.logiceyecareinc.org, and look out for more. We have a podcast coming up on the 11th. I'll probably put it out on Monday the 12th, and we'll be talking about the health of your finances, right? The health of your finances. I need that myself. But yeah, so have an amazing day. I'm your girl, Dr.T. OD. I want you to win in this season. What does winning mean? welcoming in the new you, investing in yourself, and to never, ever, ever give up on who you, because you're a winner. Your health is important. Hope is still alive. Hebrews tells us that, right? Hebrews 6:19 tells us that, right? So this is where we're going. So as I increase on the platform, creating content for you, this is where I'm going. Share, like, comment, do all of the above so that we can, so that your girl can reach people. Your girl can reach people. I see some comments here. I see some comments. So, Melissa, thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. If you're still watching, yeah, we grew up on hula hoop. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? We grew up on hula hoop. And that was the other thing, getting back out there into some of the old school ways of doing things, hopscotch and all that stuff, right? Let's see. Good morning, John Michael. Look out for more John Michael. We got some John Michael and we got some stuff coming up for you guys as well. So that'll be an exclusive announcement as well. Thank you, John Michael. That I'm glad that this added value. Share, Melissa, share. Thank you, Melissa, for joining. Definitely want to hook up with you, Melissa, with eye care stuff, health stuff. Have some stuff coming up as well. So this is an amazing morning. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Share, like, post, and as we continue to grow the community, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Dr.T on YouTube. There's also probably another link I'll add in there. Go up at the above and get in there, and so that you can get more exclusive information about what we're doing at Sustain Your Biz Academy, what your girl Dr. T is doing, and things of that nature. All right, have an amazing Saturday. I want to do time. I'm a little over. I want to keep it to 30 minutes. So be blessed. Have a great one. Bye-bye.